Well, we can expect probably a little rain, and we're going to expect some very high-powered cross-country. The West region is very strong on both the men's side and the women's side. Nationally ranked teams, real deep and real competitive. I feel the last few weeks of training have been very solid for us. So I think on both the men's side and the women's side, if we run to the level that I think that we're able to run, we should be able to pass through and get to that national championship, which is what the goal of the regional meet is. The goal of the regional meet is to get to the national meet. There's some bragging rights in terms of how you place, but in reality, they only give an All-American away at the national meet, and so we want to be there. We want to be able to be at our best there. It's going to be competitive, like I mentioned, but I think we've got some good shots and some great performances.
Coach, one of the big changes this year is the advancement to the national meet. Can you just fill us in on how it's different and what it'll take to get to nationals?
Yeah, it's a major change based on the previous years. This year, every region in the country gets 3 automatic bursts, and then there's 8 at-large bursts based on how the teams performed against other regions throughout the season. Fortunately, we performed well, and other teams in our region performed well against other regions in the country in a few of the opportunities that we've had. So while if we finish in the top 3 regionally, we know we're going to go. If we don't finish in the top 3 in any particular gender, then we still got a shot at it. We feel pretty strongly if we can get in the top 5 and maybe 6 based on how the region meets go in other parts of the country. So we have a pretty strong shot at it, that's for sure.
Just kind of talk about that mindset. You're obviously racing for these spots for nationals, but you could be coming back and not know, are we going, are we not? Usually it's a couple minutes after, like, yeah, we're in, or no, we're not.
Usually you know exactly when the race results are, and that was the objectivity of it that everyone enjoyed. That based on the previous year's national meet results, which region was strong and which region got more spots. This year, there's a little bit of a nuance. Yeah, you can play the math though. There is an attempt to be objective in it, and so. Got to have a good feel of it. That's why I'm pretty sure that if we get in the top 5, I think we go. But you know what? On the women's side, we want to strive to win. On the men's side, we want to be in that top 3. We think we have a shot at both of that if our athletes run to their potential. We certainly, that's how we're going to embrace it. It's going to be an intense competition. We're going to have to lean into it. We're going to have to be aggressive. We're going to have to, the women need to run at regionals how they ran at conference, which is up front, pressure type of running. The guys are going to need to engage a lot more than what they did at the conference meet. They're going to need to press the front and be intense, especially our 3, 4, 5 guys. 6 guys. And we think we got 2 pretty strong guys on the men's side, but I know that we're capable of having that other core push up a lot closer to them. And if they can push up a lot closer to them, then we should be okay. So hey, it's exciting. It's a very visual course there on the campus of Western Oregon. A lot of loops. I don't know if that is helpful or hurtful to a coach who can see their athletes all the time. Sometimes you like them to disappear for a while and you try to catch your breath and they come back in. But it's very spectator friendly. It's going to be very exciting for everyone. Again, there's going to be, the West region is probably, obviously, maybe there's another region a little tougher than them, but there's not 3 team regions that are better than ours. It's going to be very competitive, top to bottom.
Well, how you do at regionals, will that give you a pretty good idea if you make it to nationals, how you'll stack up there?
Yeah, and and there's a lot of flexibility. We've had some teams that just barely qualified for the regional through the regionals, and then they're a podium team, top 4 at nationals. So there is some play there. I mean, national meets are absolutely different than regionals and conference. There's just so much more fluidity in the race, and just the way the pack of all good runners, and sometimes that affects some more than others. I think we've been in good competition. We haven't had a single race this year that didn't have some high-powered competition. So I think at least we're ready for that. So we'll see. We're going to run at the front. We're going to run aggressive. We're going to show our fitness. The guys' team so far this year, I don't think they've all put it together at the same time. We've had a few good performances here or there, but we haven't run well once as a team. Our women have. Our women did that at conference, and I know they can do that again. And if they both can run to the level of their potential, which is all that we're asking for, is just run to the level of their potential. We're not asking for miracles. We're not asking to make a big breakthrough in performance. If they can just run to their potential, we're gonna qualify.